Do you remember from being 17 years old, your whole life ahead of you, ready to take on the world? Yeah. Well, in 2009, that's how Henry Fraser felt, until a serious accident on holiday changed his life forever.
Yeah, Henry's life since then, however, has been nothing more than remarkable. In many ways, thanks to a love of art that helped him recover his independence.
I'm delighted to say we got Henry back in the studio with us today. Good to see you, H. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
You're looking great, very handsome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's the most handsome of the three Fraser brothers.
Oh,
fact.
right.
Yes, yeah, fact.
Yeah. They'll deny it, but yeah.
It's great to see your art here. We're going to talk about that in a moment, but some people mightn't have seen you on the screens before. Tell us what happened. Bring us back to that fateful time in your life, the accident.
So just after our AS exams, me and a load of mates started to go on holiday. We were down in Portugal, and I decided to just one day to go and cool off in the sea. We'd been messing around on the beach, as we had done kind of the previous few days of the holiday. And where I dived in, I thought it'd be kind of a decent level, but I just caught my head on a bit of undulating seabed, and I opened my eyes expecting to get up, join my mates on the beach. But I opened my eyes and I was just there floating in the water, just totally unable to move. And it turns out I dislocated the fourth vertebrae in my neck, so it just slid out of place, and where it slid, it just severely crushed all the nerves in the spinal cord. So then I spent 3 weeks getting my neck kind of surgically realigned in Portugal, and then 6 months back in hospital here, and then out into the real world and trying to live my life again.
Which you've done very well with. I should say we have previous, because the Fraser family are a big rugby family, a big Saracens family, and Henry's brother Will played for Saracens, won a load of trophies. He's a little bit uglier and not as talented as H. So
there we go.
There you go.
So were you good at art before the accident, or did you pick it up after your accident then, Henry?
I always enjoyed it when I was young. I always enjoyed just kind of making things mostly when I was young. I was always, because I was number 3 out of the 4 of us, and the older 2 were always outside playing together and doing things, and I was always the quiet one and always spent my time inside just kind of making things. And as I grew up, I started to kind of fall out of love with it when I was doing it for GCSE and AS, because my rugby was going well, so I'd rather be either in the gym or outside playing rugby rather than stuck in a classroom. And so I really hated that point. And when I had my accident, I just thought that was it. It would never kind of appear in my life again until January 2015, when it all came back and started.
And for anybody who's not familiar with your artwork, how do you actually create a painting?
So I just have a mouth stick with just kind of got a V shape on the end with these 2 rubber sleeves that I grip between my teeth with a brush clamped on the end of it. And I've got all the ease and everything set up in the right way that I can just paint and just have full control of what I'm doing, and it gives me a great freedom to just be creative and try new things.
That is absolutely remarkable.
Well, when you look at the detail as well, Henry, I'm just wondering how long it took to kind of learn how to develop those subtle strokes. How difficult was that?
It was more just like confidence things, really. So I was always so careful that I just wanted to make everything very precise. And as I kind of grew more confident, I was able to just kind of go a bit faster and push myself more and try different things, and learning that, if something went wrong, it wasn't the end of the world. I could actually just kind of let loose and just go for it.
We're going to talk about your exhibition in a minute. We do have a little kind of mini exhibition here today, because this is all your artwork here.
Yeah.
You're quite prolific, aren't you?
Yeah, I go through periods where when I am on it, I really want to be on it, and then times where it's a bit quieter. But yeah, when I get into swing of things, I like to kind of just keep going with it, because I just kind of feel in that right mood and right groove to just go for it. And again, just try new things, try and challenge myself in different ways, kind of new styles or new colours or different subjects.
Can you talk to us about, because you think as a young fella you're going to follow your brother into Saracens Rugby Club, maybe be a pro rugby player, it was certainly on the cards. And then this awful accident. How did art help you get through those, particularly those dark years?
Early on, it wasn't something I really thought about. It was only later on when I started that I suddenly kind of had this extra level of independence. I've had to relinquish a lot of my own independence in my life. I need someone to dress me, to brush my teeth, to feed me, to do everything for me. And, I've had to learn that, things that I can control and things that make me more independent, make me who I am. And art's one of those things I can just, once I'm set up at the easel, it is just me in my studio alone, just by myself painting for hours. And it's just great that I can just have that personal time and space that I wouldn't otherwise get in my kind of day-to-day life.
Your new exhibition is at the Grove in Hertfordshire on Saturday, the 14th of September and the 15th of September. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, this is the fourth one I'll be doing, but it's a different setup this time. It's more based around, rather than subject matter, around groups around the background colour of each image. So I always buy coloured mount board and try and keep it singular figure on the board. And I've not tried it before and I don't know how it will look. I hope it'll look good. But yeah, I'm excited about this one because it's a couple of years since last.
I noticed there was one there, it looked like a self-portrait, because I spoke to your brother, Will, this morning, by the way. His loyalty to you is extraordinary. I said, Will, give us some juice on H, will you? Gave me nothing, except if he still has his hair dyed blonde, ask him why he's looking like an old-school M&M.
Oh, they'll be very surprised this morning to see it gone. But I'm happy with the choice.
You do work with Will quite closely as well on a charity. I know you're auctioning off one of your paintings for a charity that you help him out with, which rehabilitates prisoners. You're a wonderful family. You're a very giving family, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we're all very close to each other, and I think the one thing why we like to help others, because we had an insane amount of support as a family after my accident. The support network we had from friends, family, from kind of the wider community in general was incredible, and it helped us massively. And, you know, if we can give some back to a fraction of that to other people, then great.
Henry, I mean, you're nothing short of remarkable, and you're a true inspiration to people, which did inspire an actual musical about you. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, that was... it finished in March, but it was a pretty wild 6 months. It was, you know, something I never thought would ever happen. It's probably the last thing on my mind. You know, I'm as good at singing as I am at walking, so I never thought that would be my thing. But yeah, it was amazing. I loved every single second of it. They made something really beautiful.
I mean, this is huge. I mean, it's in national theatres. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the next steps for there are, but whilst it was on, yeah, it was a great time.
Isn't life crazy, you know? You think you're following one path, Henry, and it just goes in a different direction, and you can have success in that direction just because it wasn't the initial plan. I mean, you're seeing that now in your own life, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never ever thought my life would end up in this way at all, but I was, you know, the second half of my life at the moment, as it is since my accident, has been much happier, more fulfilling than the first 17 years of my life ever were. It's not to say they were bad, it's just these years have been incredible and amazing. It's given me so much that I never had. It's given me a confidence I never knew I had. It's given me opportunities I never even dreamed of. And, you know, I just try and live every day, be present and enjoy it, and just take each day as it comes and each moment as it comes, and make the most of everything that I can do.
I love having Henry in, I really do. I love your story, because you just inspire all of us, really, to just get up and do stuff, right?
Yeah, good luck with your exhibition.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
as I said, a true inspiration. Thank you, Henry.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you.
coming on and sharing your
Good luck with
story.
all. And that piece of artwork is up for auction somewhere. It's the
101st Foundation.
First Foundation, yeah. Will beat me up if I don't mention it today, and I'm scared of him still. Good luck with everything.
Thanks,
Thank
Henry.
you. Cheers,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.